might look like my skin is actually not bad and it's pretty nice, but if you get a close-up like this, you can actually see how my skin actually does have texture, redness, sensitivity, and I have little spots, age spots that I need to work on. The only skincare products and brands that have helped my sensitive skin has been Kbeauty. My entire skincare routine has now become Kbeauty. I've tried a few products, a few have been sent, and I've learned to keep my skin very minimal when it comes to the routine, especially when it comes to the morning. And so in today's video, as someone who has very sensitive skin and someone who has actually access to estheticians, and as someone who has access to all the professionals, even my friends professionals have admitted that Korea just knows how to make good skincare that is more affordable and more available. I went to esthetician school mostly to learn body waxing, eyelashes, and really makeup, but when it came to the skincare, I was just not that interested in it. However, because we did a lot of facials and treatments with each other and stuff like that, my skin barrier was literally sad and crying. And over the years, when I started to become a makeup artist and started to take brand collabs on a different separate account, mostly like gifted product, as I was like learning social media, I was really doing a lot with my skin and I damaged my skin barrier. However, I've always known that my skin is sensitive because since I was in beauty school, it would easily get irritated, especially a chemical peel. I cannot do too much. So here are the products that I have tried so far. When it comes to cleansing, my cleanser, I do still have a US brand that I like, which is Vani Cream, and I'll put it somewhere in here. I will admit that that is one of the products that I still love and use. It's very gentle for somebody who's very sensitive. But when it comes to the rest of my skincare, it has become all Kbeauty. And the thing about having sensitive skin, especially if you have minor rosacea or may have signs of rosacea, which I have not gotten confirmed by a dermatologist, but about 3 esthetician friends have looked at my skin and said they can't diagnose me. However, it looks like I may have mild rosacea only in this area. Therefore, I have to be very careful with the products that I apply in my skin, and that means my skin does get a lot more dry. Let's get started. After washing and cleansing my skin, some of the products that I truly love are their toners. There's 2 toners I have tried in the past, but the most recent one that I was gifted is this rice milky toner that just feels so nice in the mornings. Whenever I wake up, you know, you have your pillow and it's all of these things like dirt and stuff like that, so wiping it all off is very important, and I do it in a very gentle way. I also make sure that I buy cottons that are soft, and I use the side that is mostly soft and not the side that has the texture, because you want to avoid exfoliating or rubbing the skin, especially the cheek area. I've also tried about 2 of their serums so far. One of them is one of my absolutely favorite brands from Korea. It is, I'm not even sure how to properly pronounce this brand, but it has become my lifesaver. I swear by this brand. This is the brand that truly saved my skin, because my skin needed repair. It needed that moisture, and the second I applied it to my skin, it just like sucked it all in. It has been the best. I am obsessed with their eye creamer. I used it all over my skin, and it's what helped my skin repair faster when I damaged my skin barrier. However, I do have a very hard time finding this eye cream, but I finally gave a try to their moisturizer, which I use at nighttime only because it is winter time, and I love it. It does really lock in skin, like it's moisture. I wake up with my skin not feeling too dry, not too irritated. It's one of my favorite brands. Serum is okay. I wasn't totally obsessed with it, but I have a friend that loves it and she claims that that's what helped her skin barrier when she started to being a little too harsh to it. They're oil cleansers. I've only tried about 2 of them, and there's one that I was recently gifted for a TikTok collab that at the time I didn't think much of it, but once I actually used it, I realized my skin actually did like it. At some point I thought I had like a folliculitis acne or something like that. I'm not sure how you call it, but it is told not to use oil cleansers. So there was a time where I gave oil cleanser a little break. However, whenever I do have a lot of makeup and need to really remove my makeup, I do like to use the brand that I was gifted, which is Be Plain, and it's a very clean brand. So I think that's the reason why my skin responded so well, especially during winter time. It just helps melt the makeup away. I would say their oil cleansers have been the only thing I've liked because they don't break me out. They just do the job. I don't overuse them, but I also don't fully like only rely on them. Okay, when it comes to exfoliators, there's really only one brand that I use, which is this one. I haven't tried anything else, and from my search on the internet, it's the closest to the Plus Choice brand. I no longer use this because, again, my sensitive skin is too sensitive for it. It was just getting too sensitive for my skin. But this one is kind of, from my research on the internet, it's like the alternative, but a lot more gentle and safe. And I only use this 1 to 2 a week because, again, I'm too sensitive to use it too much. So I use it very, very gentle. And only exfoliator that I use at the moment as far as Kbeauty exfoliators. When it comes to moisturizers, I do like 2 different things when it comes to night and morning, but my favorite moisturizer I would say is the Kbeauty brand, the gel oat moisturizer. It is so calming, and like, it's hydrating, but it's very calming to anyone with sensitive skin. I apply this at nighttime and morning time as my first moisturizer because I do have dry skin. I usually need an additional moisturizer, so at nighttime I like to use my favorite Korean brand after, which is the Amplu, at nighttime. But in the morning I typically don't use my Amplu one because I like to put on SPF over, and I'll talk about that in a second. But this oat has been the only thing that calms my skin. As I have sensitive skin and possibly mild rosacea in the cheek area, when I work out, my skin turns extremely red. It gets irritated, and you can start to see the bumps and the irritation in my skin. Once I apply the moisturizer, it like immediately starts to calm it down, and after a few minutes it goes from being really red to just out. So next we can talk about the SPF. So when it comes to SPF, honestly, Korea is the way to go. I also talked about this with my esthetician. She said, quote, her words, "Yeah, I believe you. Their technology is just way more advanced." So that is one of the things when they ask me what do you use, I'm like, honestly, the only thing I use is Kbeauty. It's at my cleanser right now because I haven't found a cleanser that I like that's gentle enough, or I haven't tried. But the only thing I use is Kbeauty now, and they totally understand because I have purchased expensive esthetician brand only products for professional brands, and even that wasn't really helping. And the only thing that has helped so far is just Kbeauty. It's the only thing my skin doesn't respond bad to. It's what it stays calm with it. So for SPF, they just don't smell bad. They don't smell like too much SPF. But my favorite one, there was a recent brand that I collaborated with for a TikTok video, and I was not expecting to fall in love with them because it truly looks like a second moisturizer. So the one that I used is the blue bottle that I have become obsessed with. I am so happy they reached out, which thank you, Farmer, for collaborating with me that one time. I truly fell in love with their SPF, and I occasionally use their tinted SPF to kind of soothe a little bit the redness. So when I want to go and about without having to wear makeup, but because I have sensitive skin, I feel like I have to cover up somehow, at least a little bit, or any form of like heat that I feel, redness, it just instantly shows on my skin. It turns really red on my cheek area. This kind of helps it calm down a little bit and just helps even out my skin. Just like you see right now, it just, my skin looks nice and evened out, and it's just the tiniest amount of tinted SPF. And really that's it. I haven't tried anything else because I'm going very gentle and very slow with my process of fixing my damaged skin barrier. I would say I'm officially at 1 year with only using Korean skincare for my sensitive skin, except the cleanser. I still haven't tried one yet. However, I finally got the brand Centella, I think, and I have an SPF. I haven't tried their SPF in that one yet, but I do plan on trying it. It's very popular SPF, so I'm not gonna be surprised if I end up loving this as well. And their serum, I hear a lot about their serum, so I have to try those too. Those were gifted to me, so it wasn't specifically by the brand, but I do have to try that and see how it goes with my skin as well. That is all of Korean skincare brands that I have tried for already 1 year. And I would say that it is the only thing that my skin has not rejected. It's the only thing that my sensitive skin has been responding well to. If you have not tried Korean skincare beauty, I highly recommend giving it a try. Careful when you shop on Amazon because there are a lot of dupes out there of Korean skincare. Double check that you have the right product, and it's the same thing goes with TikTok. I believe they have dupes out there of the products, so always double check that you're purchasing from a legit brand. I will leave in the link in the description anything that I can actually find, along with 2 websites that are not on Amazon that I actually purchase Kbeauty from. And with that being said, I hope this video helps you find it informative, and if you like anything related to beauty, lifestyle, all of that stuff, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to give it a like to this video, and hit that notification bell so that you get notified on the next video. Bye.